We need to have a quick chat about the White Rhino, Dave Allen, and the Romford Bull, Johnny Fisher, getting it on once again after the controversial ending to the first fight. Oh no, what was the judges, wasn't it? It was a split decision, I think.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, it was very close, and a lot of people were a bit surprised. But to be fair, we've kind of watched it back, and that last round might have swayed the judges slightly.
Yeah. At the time on the night, I thought it was bang even, but then with the knockdown, Dave Allen wins. And in some ways, I thought, for once, this feels like a little bit easy to score. They gave it to the prospect, Johnny Fisher Jr., and yeah, people got the hump after, but they get to do it again.
Yeah, in front of 7,000, at the Copper Box Arena this time, so that'll get it.
And that's what Dave Allen, he didn't get the win, he got a loss on his record, but ultimately he's got another big fight out of it, and there we go, good to go.
He's adamant he's going to win it.
Yeah, and when you've been in there, you've sparred someone, but when you've been in there and you've been under the lights, you do feel like you know someone. And he might even feel like he took a bit of Johnny Fisher's soul that night, because he took him to a dark place, But Johnny Fisher's probably thinking, mate, you took me as far as you could go and I still came back and I bullied you and beat you up in that last round. It's a fight that, for Johnny Fisher, needs to be extremely different. Like me, you don't need to be in any sort of bother or trouble in this fight. You just need to stick to your plan. The first half of that first fight was all his way, and then he got caught. So let's take that bit out. The bit where he get caught. Pressure's going to be on him though, Owen. He's pressure. At the Copper Bosch. 7,000 people. I've boxed at when I boxed there, it was just the Copper Box. Now it's the Copper Bosch. Right? And he's always had pressure through having that following, but it's different now. When you're fighting a guy who people like, Dave Allen, you're fighting someone who a lot of people feel was hard done by, and you need to go out there and do a convincing job. It can't be close again. And he's a wily old pro, Dave Allen. He's good at what he does. He'll kill the clock. He'll hit you on the break. He'll do all the little old school tactics to get through and get the win. And Fisher's got to make sure he don't let that happen. But I think he's been away, hasn't he? He's been abroad, he's been training, he's out in Vegas.
Spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, out in Vegas, now out in Fuerteventura. Said his preparation's been a lot better this time around. He hasn't been kind of doing all his other extra promotional bits. He's had Mark Tibbs full time, so he looks in great shape as well. It's a tough one to call.
You learn that along the way. You have these ex-pros like me and Jess saying, don't take on these distractions. You're like, whatever, old man. Do you know what I mean? And then they learn it, don't they? They learn, do you know what? All them interviews, all them late nights, all them phone calls, all them ticket drops, or whatever you've done that you should have been just resting, right? You're not superhuman. You're not Superman. Just concentrate on your boxing, mate. Yeah. And that's what he's got to do. And now I think he's learned that. And now he knows to be selfish enough to tell people no, or to say, actually, I can't do that. Turn things down. Concentrate on your boxing. Yeah. I think this might be the making of him, Fisher. I think you're going to see a fantastic performance from him. And then all of a sudden, his name's going to be thrown back in the mix with some of these really good, exciting guys you've got here in the UK, heavyweight-wise, whether that be Fabio Wardley or the likes,
there's people out there, David Adelaide or whoever it is.
Adelaide's got the fight. He's got TKV soon, hasn't he? Yeah. So
they're having a rematch, aren't they? Of course, because more dodgy refereeing in that one.
Rematch, yeah. That was a shot on the. There was a tap on the arm, weren't it? I didn't know which way I swung with that. I thought if he wanted a rematch, run it back. But I thought Adelaide was in his right to shoot that hook and did it. So but Romford Bull.
Yeah.
Copper Bosch.
Yeah.
We'll be there, yeah?
It'll be massive. Yeah, we'll be there. Come on, Johnny Fisher. Get the job done.